Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Memphis Hounds and the London Black Knights. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Memphis Hounds and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what did the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go counter. Perkins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Hendricks got his man complete over the middle. It's Bishop. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards there and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We'll look now at our starting defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Hendricks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And to give this time to the tailback. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 130 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun. Winters. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they work this out past the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
18 Gator.
On the draw, Perkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready up.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Drop deep, drop deep.
Ready.
On first down, Hendricks. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Handoff here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun give to Perkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hendricks. And he floats one there, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hendricks. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Winters. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. He also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film, you showed me he also made people miss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf. Don't get nervous now. We ain't begin to tear you up. Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run with Perkins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Winters. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winters. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
From the gun on third down. Winters sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Winters incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun on third down. Winters, a bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And he's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here is the home side to take over on offense. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Throwing to start the drive. Winters going right side here, and that's complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing on first down. Winters. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Winters. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the gun on 3rd down. Winters looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richards. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10. Winters. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Harris. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. To throw on 2nd down. Winters. And that is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winters. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Hendricks, a dump off to the flat for Perkins. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Got you, Gator. 52. Don't get nervous. Defense.
Back to throw. Hendricks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
70, Indy.
Check the out. Check the out. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hendricks. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hendricks. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped it to 46. So they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 27-14, the final tally. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Winters looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ready. 56 at the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Back to throw. Hendricks. Over the middle, complete. It's Ramsey. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Looking to throw on second down. Winters firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On first down, Winters. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Winters. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And fights through. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will have a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. T. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Mike 58 right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Winters.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Winters on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Winters. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Open man is Holmes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards there on a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Ready to break.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought to that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down, Hendricks. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Hendricks. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hendricks. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Welcome back now here in London, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Shreds the tackle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hendricks. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Hendricks. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winters. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl. Run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Winters. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. Winters. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he whips that one incomplete there. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winters. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Perkins on 3rd down. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Looking to throw. Winters. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Winters firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Winters. Throw left side complete. It's Newton. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They're running it.
5.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Ready? 15. Line.
Also the yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Memphis, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.